loves. How are you? So I feel guided to just bring through whatever messages are going to be the most beneficial. So whatever comes up on the thumbnail, that will be what came through. Wow. Okay, so right out of the gate, we have touching earth, planting something new, which immediately brings me to the anchoring and stabilization of the new templates. I talked about this a bit the other day on my Patreon, where it does feel that the new templates are being deeply anchored and stabilized. And what is being felt is where a lot of the old templates are now able to be released. Like I've said to you before, it's like you don't tear down your old house until the new one is built. And so many of you, as we move into and through March and April, will feel that your true essence will have more space to more fully land on Earth. And then we have the electric eel bring your ideas to life. And it's number 12 and number 24. Two different decks, Priestess of Light and the Animal deck. And it feels that this next 6 weeks feels like an exceedingly pivotal time. We have so many different things going on. Venus moves into retrograde today. There's all sorts of planet alignments. I think there's different retrogrades. We have the eclipses coming up. We have the spring equinox coming up and lots of shifts coming. All right. I do feel, as I'm saying that with Venus and retrograde, I actually do feel guided. Since we're talking about the new templates, let's see what wants to come through new in love. That feels like what wanted to come through. Okay. Interesting. So we have the high priestess, which is definitely the divine feminine in her still point, in her space of trusting herself, surrendered to the highest power, and honoring whatever it is that she needs to be doing. Now, this Five of Swords came up, and it's coming through as the masculine feeling frustrated and out of alignment with his true self. So it feels like we're looking at the feminines feeling in full alignment with themselves, the masculines feeling completely out of alignment. But what I actually feel guided to do is really touch in on where this is happening internally. So, regardless of how you identify as masculine or feminine, we're really going into the inner union energies because we have this new beginning coming. This is where we're headed. This was the third card to come out. And so, what I really want to do is look at where we, masculines and feminines, can shore up this deeper embodiment of our truth. Because if we're seeing in the external energies, the masculines completely disconnected from their truth or their true self, this is still showing us something, right? That's what's coming through. It still wants to show us something. So let's open up. And okay, the masculines usually do like to come through in the shaman dream. I feel like there's something that's wanting to be illuminated, something for the feminines to see about the masculines, but this actually feels even deeper and more important in that whatever this blind spot is actually something within the feminines that is a key or a message that she needs so that she can move to her next levels. And the masculines are gonna bring that through because there's something, there's like a blind spot, a piece that's missing. That's what I'm seeing. It's like between where he is and where he wants to be connected to his higher self and the higher alignment. There's like, there's something that isn't quite landing. Let's see what this is. What wants to come through? Wow. Okay. This is interesting because look at here. It's like that's trying to land, and the feminine is like, oh, that's it. The feminine is being called to fully lean into the new beginning, regardless of where the external masculine collective is, regardless of what might be happening within her internal masculine energies. What I'm sensing is that there is an internal masculine energy within the feminines that has felt somewhat stuck, feeling this energy of knowing deeply that they're meant to move together collectively, right? Even if you don't want to look at this for a very specific person, just like in my conversation with Matt yesterday, there does reach this point where the feminine does need and require a masculine or others to continue to grow, right? It's not about a neediness. It's about when you reach those deeper states of internal union and create that foundation for yourself and you're ready to move into the new template. Part of that is, yes, building for yourself, but a major important part is building into partnerships and community and reciprocity and actually holding and building the template of the unity consciousness. So, what is being called from any of you resonating with this is to allow yourself to surrender, to free fall into the new, into the higher golden sacred contract. That golden sacred contract. Listen, that's not something I've talked a lot about here, but it was a download I received way back when I was in my dark night of the soul. And I'm going to meditate on it and see what I'm meant to bring forward for you, but I'll do it in a separate video. But we talk about the higher alignment, but what I'm sensing is that many of the feminines now are being called to completely release the old template, even if their masculine is still sort of in that or sorting through it. And she's to lean into the new, accept things for what they are on the physical planet, accept it. This doesn't mean we agree to it. It doesn't mean that we participate in it, but we accept things as they are. And in that acceptance, of the truth, it frees us to surrender into our true higher alignment so that we can build into the new. This feels especially important for any of you, masculine or feminine, but I know even a lot of the masculines here connect in with feeling like the woman counterpart is in more of the masculine energies, or some of you are in same sex, regardless of what it is, right? That's why this feels so deeply important that we're looking at our internal energies. Because what I'm sensing is that there are a lot of feminines who have felt this disconnect. They want to move forward, but they feel like something isn't syncing up all of the way. But this is what is coming through right now, is that what you're seeking, the connection, the support, the alignment, the camaraderie with the masculine actually lives in the new template. And so we have to be comfortable letting go completely of the old version, of the old template, of everything that we've known, in a sense, to move into the new. And as you free fall into this new, into the truth, into the new beginning, into the new templates, what is actually meant for you is living in this. So if this is the masculine who's meant to meet you, then he'll go through his process to meet you in the new. If it's someone else, they may already be waiting there for you in the pool, right? So the whole entire point is, most importantly, is that you have been working to plant and create your new. And now you've reached this precipice point. If you are resonating with these messages, that it is time to accept the truth of what is happening on this planet, to accept the truth of what might be happening in your connection in the physical world, and to free yourself from where it is not aligning with what it is that you actually want. This feels like where you're looking at your truth, you're seeing where your truth is not syncing up in the physical world, in letting yourself move away from where it's not syncing up. It's not in judgment, it's not an expectation, it just is what it is. Let yourself move into what you have been building. There is no need to project onto anyone else, not the masculine, not the government, not society, not anything. It is time to pony up, pull yourself up by your bootstraps, and move forward into what you know is the truth for you. Nothing and no one is holding you back except yourself. Okay? And I know that it might feel like other things are holding you back, but this is where you have the opportunity to reclaim that part of yourself, reclaim your power, reclaim your truth, and set your intention to move forward into what is aligned for you. Whoever, whatever, and wherever you are meant to be and what is in alignment with your true self is going to find you. And so if the masculine is not showing up and he's in this energy, it is because it is not aligned for him to be walking with you right now. There's no judgment around that. It just is what it is. If you're angry about it, then it's your job to work through that, neutralize it, and empower yourself into the truth of what is meant for you. Because if you're still upset and mad and angry about this, then it makes sense that there's no masculine stepping forward, whether it's the one that you're upset about or anyone else. If you're saying you want to move through this and you want to be done with it, but you're still holding on to feeling abandoned or betrayed, it's not making the space to allow this to land next to you. Okay. I didn't know that this was going to come up in this way, but it feels like it's time for some intense, hard truths because it is Venus retrograde, right? It's time for us to really take full responsibility for what it is we want. If the masculine that you have been thinking about, waiting for, or feeling is meant to be with you is not ready, then honor that and look at where you can get ready for yourself. Open up to, if you feel like you're not angry and you feel tempered within your connection, but you still feel that he's not ready to come forward, open yourself up to what is aligned for you. Let yourself open up to receiving love, support, camaraderie, reciprocity, whether it's platonic or romantic or sacred union or whatever, doesn't even matter. But when you actually start taking that responsibility for yourself to open up to receiving what you deserve, you actually open up the space for it to come into your life. But if you're just focusing on what isn't showing up and who isn't coming towards you or evolving in the way that you had hoped, that's where your energy is going, my loves. And that is part of what is keeping us feeling stuck as a collective. Okay. Now, I also feel like this is coming through because we're ready to be unstuck, right? It's sort of like I was saying, like you don't want to break down or tear down the old house if the new one isn't built. This message is coming through as intensely as it is because deep down, you know that it's time. It's time to move to your new. It's time to temper into your truth and let yourself actually truly open up to what you deserve. Put your focus and attention on that. And just let the masculines or whoever else do what they have to do to get to where they need to be for what source has them working on. You refocus back to your new beginning and what is meant for you. And there is something very deep coming in with the salt water. So whether you're at the ocean or take a salt bath or whatever, maybe it's the cleansing tears of your grieving process, whatever it is, there is something very healing about the salt waters and letting yourself dive into receiving that support to break up whatever residuals of the past energy have been left there, keeping you sort of entrapped in some of those tarry, sticky energies. You're ready to move forward. You're ready to bring your ideas to life. Let go of who and what and where and why and how. Surrender to the higher power. Surrender to the truth. Free yourself from the beliefs that it needs to be or look or sound a certain way with a certain person at a certain time in a certain place. Free yourself from those limitations. Let yourself be free to move all the way into the new. I want to bring one more final message. This clearly seems like quite a message for the feminines. Oh, divine feminine, magnetic receptive power. My loves, you have practiced this. You're embodying it in ways that you never have before. Let this gorgeousness of your beautiful divine feminine essence fully land into your standards. Let go of whatever is not matching you or aligning with you in those standards with love, with compassion, with kindness. And truly allow yourself to be open to receive what you have always deserved. This is the gift and the blessing that you not only give to yourself and the earth, but to the masculine. Let whoever actually is ready to align with you and love you come towards you. Give them the space to do it. Let your ideas, let what you've known in your heart actually manifest for you. Let go of micromanaging yourself. Let go of micromanaging the masculine. Let go of micromanaging the universe and let yourself free fall into receiving what you actually deserve. Embodiment into your true, full, sacred, divine, feminine essences. Wow. This feels like really powerful, really powerful. Yes, you deserve everything. So let yourself open up to actually receiving it. I love you. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and I will see you very soon. I'll put all my info in the pinned comments, love. Take a beautiful day and have a nice weekend. Love you. Bye.